Well, I'm Billy Talley with Talley's Pier 77 Marine, and we're here to show you a brand new boat from Regal Boats. Today, we have the pleasure to show you the all-new Regal 36 Grande Coupe. This is a brand new boat Regal's just released, and we've got the pleasure to actually place eyes on it and give you guys a nice walkthrough. We get a chance to drive the boat. It's absolutely incredible. This will replace the 35 Sport Coupe in the model line. And what a good replacement it is. We've got a nice bow lounger on the front of the boat, the typical air-conditioned cockpit with the optional glass enclosure, which we did not have on our 35s. So this boat's not built with a glass enclosure, so you're not going to see it in the video, but we do have it as an option on this particular model, and you're going to see a lot of them with it. Today she's sporting the beautiful Belle Isle blue with the Mediterranean blue boot stripe. It's a really neat color combination. That Belle Isle blue is a brand new color for Regal for 2020. I like this through stem anchor. So you have that nice windlass, stainless steel and windlass on the front of the boat, but it goes through the front of the boat instead of hanging off the front of it as a bow pulpit. Really cleans up the design of the boat, and it keeps you from having an extra length of just an anchor hanging out there. The cleats are nice, tucked away where you need them. They're not a trip hazard, but they're real easy to get to. You've got a walkway down the port and starboard side of the boat. Nice handrail down the hardtop. Gives you something to hold on to as you walk down the port and starboard walkways here. This has got one of the largest swim platforms out of anything Regal builds today. We've also got the underwater swim step. This is the power platform from Regal. Fantastic feature. It gets you that underwater swim platform, as well as having an enormous amount of space here for enjoying on the back of the boat. We're at the dock or playing in the water. As you can see, it's fairly low to the water platform. Where a lot of boats have a really high platform, this is one of the features that Regal does a really good job with, keeping you down in the water where you're going to be spending most of your time. So this seat is slid in the aftmost position. It'll actually slide forward quite a bit, but this is our Ultra Lounge. Flips into a rear-facing bench. It reclines back as well as lays completely flat. So it all depends on how you want to use it for the day. You've got a lot of different options there. And ample storage across the back. So a great place to store dock lines, fenders, cleaning supplies, whatever you need for the day. So there's good storage off the back of the boat. Here, pull this back up. A nice in-floor storage locker right off the back. This is a really unique locker here. Great for dock lines and fenders as well. Real easy to get to. You don't have to move any seats around to get to that one. That's a really neat feature. As we step into the boat, it's a single cockpit sole. So it's one level from the entrance all the way through to the cabin door. Now this is an air-conditioned cockpit boat, much like the 35 Sport Coupe. We will have an option for a glass door here. You're going to see that on the 36XO videos and online at regalboats.com. But this particular boat's with the optional curtain enclosure. So you can actually zip this enclosure in, and it gives you an additional seat when you do that. So you get a forward-facing seat or an aft-facing seat. With this forward-facing seat, it gives you a lot of space to see the TV, to socialize with friends. It's a really neat layout. When you have the glass door, this is moved forward just a little bit, and so you're going to have a nice armrest here. So you still kind of have the same idea where you would have a glass panel here. Just to give you an idea, if you could try to visualize that. So the seat that I'm on here will open up from the bottom, hinges up with the gas ram. It's pretty traditional the way Regal normally does things. Another hinge and gas ram for the backrest here, which gives us great storage for that beautiful teakwood table that we use. This is the companion seat. It flips either direction depending on what you're using it for. And a neat feature with the touch of a button, it raises up to elevate this seat to a higher position for forward facing. So as you're sitting here, you get a great view facing forward. Lots of nice airflow coming through if you decide to have the window open like we do in this particular situation. All right, so this is a galley up design boat, much like some of our larger boats like the 38 and the 42 that we build. So this is your smokeless Kenyon electric grill. Now there's a lid, nice stainless steel lid that goes over top of this. So these will store out of the way. I'll show you where those go. Might as well go ahead and do that while we're playing around with them. You've got another small one that covers up your single burner electric range. And this is actually a compartment for our enclosure system that goes across. Here you've got a hot and cold sink and trash receptacle. What's really nice about this is when it's not in use as a full galley, you've got an additional place for countertop space for entertaining. Really like the dual refrigerators. Tons of refrigeration. You can never have too much cold storage on a boat. You don't have to worry about dragging a bunch of ice out to the boat. Just above the galley, we have a Roku TV that comes down with a push of a button. So that's viewable from just about anywhere in the cockpit. That's a really nice feature. The helm on the 36 Grande Coupe is going to come standard with a 22-inch single display. This boat is outfitted with the optional dual 16-inch Garmin glass cockpits. We've also got the optional bow thruster on this particular model. Your digital Volvo Pinto controls and joystick docking with trim tab controls just behind it. Everything's at your fingertips. So as a captain, it's very, very easy to control the boat. You get great visibility. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm not having a problem with the windshield header. All the way around, I get good clean lines with no obstruction in my vision. Very well thought out. Another neat feature is this window here for the captain. You can open this up, communicate with somebody at the dock, reach through to drop a fender down. It's a really nice feature to have on this particular boat. So our 35 Sport Coupe is kind of what this model replaces, and we typically would have a walk-through windshield that would flip open here with a staircase to walk up. But this is a little different. We slide the windshield shut to close that off, and then we have a sunroof that closes, and that's kind of more traditional to what we're used to seeing on the 35s. This is almost silent operation. We get a little bit different control mechanism on this than we did on the previous models. So that gives us lots of sun coverage as well as protection from the weather if the weather turns bad. You don't have to worry about messing with a lot of canvas. I like this big single piece of glass. Not quite a full single pane like we have on the 38 or the 42, but with the sliding window right there, it gives you a beautiful line of sight looking forward. Now we do have a forward sun pad on the front of this boat that you can actually ride on the front of the boat while underway. So as we step forward, you get a really easy walkway coming to the bow. So it's just a single level all the way up to the bow. Really easy to navigate when the boat's moving and rocking. Beautiful large sun lounger here with grab handles, cup holders, USB chargers, and you've got adjustable backrest. There's one per each side. So if you wanted to turn it into a forward-facing seat instead of that big lounger, you've got that as well. 4 more cup holders on the front, as well as easy access to your anchor windlass. More expansive storage on the front. We've got dock line and fender storage up here in the bow as well. And you've got a locker just a little bit larger than that off the back, which is a really nice feature. So you've got the side entryway going to the bow instead of having the staircases going up and over the door like we do on the 35. So your cabin door slides open, giving us great access to the cabin, and you still can get to the bow of the boat. You know, traditionally we would have to shut the door in order to get to the bow of the boat. So this is a really nice feature that these are completely independent. All right, so we've got a queen bed as our forward berth here. Underneath the bed, we've got expansive storage. There's actually a lot of gear in there right now, 2 satellite dishes as well as a giant radar. And great storage below the bed. Over here on the starboard side, you've got a hanging locker, an overhead storage cabinet, as well as another Roku TV. So this is a really well thought out head compartment. You've got beautiful subway tile flooring, porcelain sink, tons of storage beneath the sink and above the sink behind the mirrors there. Beautiful teak accents for the shower, and even that teak seat will flip up to give you access to the toilet. They made great use of space here. So the mid cabin of this boat, you've got a small settee. Right now we've got the mid cabin made up as a bed. There's another Roku TV back there. And so the filler cushions will actually drop out underneath the large lounger over here, or the large seat over here on the left, and that makes it into a nice little seating area. You get USB chargers there in the back, and just behind the TV there's a lot of audio video controls, HDMI cable hookups. I'm ready to rock for whatever type of devices you want to use on the boat. Your AC/DC distribution panel. This boat's actually optional with a diesel generator or a gas generator, regardless of whatever engine package you get. So we get the diesel generator on this particular boat from Panda. It's a really neat, efficient system. Thanks for watching. This is the Regal 36 Grande Coupe. Hope you enjoyed our video. Please check us out at Pier77.com. Check this boat out at regalboats.com. We got the brand new 36 Grande Coupe that you saw here today, and we've got a model just like this with outboard power called the 36XO.